but we're giving them a whole title
In a
that
ring.
no one can take. Yeah, in a ring that no one can take from out of that country.
It's time to set up CM Punk for WrestleMania, and
I
it
do
starts
agree.
right here.
I agree.
It's the only guy left. There's nobody left. Unless they
agree.
want to do Roman Cody.
What? That's not who I
I'm
was
gonna be
thinking
real.
of.
Hold
I
on.
was
That's
thinking
why he's
I'm
trying
thinking
have
You were
one more
better
match
off
with
saying
John Cena.
Jacob or even Solo. You was better off going there. I thought you were going there. And you're gonna go Miz? No, you
Yeah,
gotta
Miz,
stop.
dude.
You gotta
Crazy,
stop.
crazy for
And
Rhea.
But I don't think that you can just throw Rhea with anybody and there's chemistry.
Yeah.
We really haven't seen that. We say Io Sky is that good. Why not let her go 1 against 2, or let her go 1 against 1 against Asuka, and then Kari, Zayn's on the back, outside. She can interfere maybe or something. But like, why not? She's that good.
Yeah.
What's up, TTR Tribe? It's your boy JD, and I'm welcoming you to another brand new episode. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be talking a little bit about Crown Jewel and some of the things that we've been hearing, the rumors, the speculative ideas that we have brewing. But before we dive into those speculative ideas, of course, I got to introduce the cast. It's your boy JD, and right next to me is your boy Dirty Dan.
Hello, everyone.
And right next to Dirty Dan underneath him, you got Michi Black, the Wagwan Warrior.
Wagwan, everyone. What's up, everybody?
And right next to Michi Black, you got Main Event RJ.
With the strap. Day 952.
He got the red cap. I was talking about his cap. You talking about the strap. Jesus.
Yeah.
Man.
I just got a lot going on today. Got a lot going on today.
How was the guy named the Silky Warrior, the only one not wearing nothing? But me and
No,
RJ got something
because-
going on, bro. That's crazy, bro.
No, wait. I'm in my wolfing phase. Wait, when I get this cut,
wolfing
these waves
phase.
are gonna
My
be
woofing
crazy.
phase. He barely
Woofing
got any
phase.
hair talking about his woofing phase. Man.
Who are you
That's
talking about? I
crazy.
got a lot of hair. I got a lot of hair. The video's deceiving you.
The video's deceiving you. I can't. He says getting a haircut tomorrow, so I guess he thinks he got a lot of hair. But anyway, welcome in TTR Tribe. It's the only place for your great debates and hot takes. So we're going to jump into our Crown Royal conversations and our predictions and some speculative ideas, right? So first
Crown
off,
Royal
of
is
course,
I was
we
good.
drinking.
I was trying to cut him off.
Excuse me. Sorry,
He said
Crown
Crown Royal.
Crown
Yeah.
Jewel. Sorry, look, I like drinking. That's the problem. Shout out to Crown
Yeah.
Royal. Crown Jewel. Before we head into Crown Jewel, you have Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, of course, facing off champion versus champion. Of course, before I ask the question, who comes out on top, right? This is kind of my question that I want to enter in with because it is a valid question. Both of these guys kind of just won their championships recently, right? So do you feel like at this point, whoever wins, it actually devalues the championship moving forward?
I mean, I see why you asked that question, but no, because they're facing for a quote unquote crown jewel title that they can't take anywhere, and it just stays.
That's true.
They're not fighting for nothing essentially,
That
and
is
when
true.
it is in a sense a forced story because if you're champion, you're guaranteed to go here and to fight for the crown jewel title, and then if you lose. It's not hurting nothing. It's not hurting a story. You just gotta.
You don't feel that way though? See, I do feel like it could hurt a story because again,
I mean,
Cody Rhodes just came back though. He just came back recently. But you don't really want him to take the win either here because then it kind of feels like it kind of takes the steamroll away from what Seth has been doing and pushing that whole entire agenda. But if Seth wins, then I'm not really sure where that puts Cody at moving forward.
I mean, I see why you say that, but they're on two different brands. Like the only thing that you can have is when they see each other. Yeah, I got one up on you because at Crown Jewel, I beat you. Like they're not like they're
so
going
I
for
hear
each other.
you, but then I feel like then we're devaluing Crown Jewel altogether. So this is kind of just like a throwaway. You feel like.
If you're gonna let me go, let me go.
Off.
I
What's
feel
the
like
long-term trajectory of this? What is the
I feel like this whole
long-term
pay-per-view
trajectory?
is a joke if we're going to be completely honest, because we're not like for what? Like we don't need to be over there to have a pay-per-view. And like all we're going over there for is to give the other side a title. Yes, I know Danny's for the money. We all know it's for the money. But we're giving them a whole title
In a
that
ring.
no one can take. Yeah, in a ring that no one can take from out of that country. No one can take it anywhere. It has to stay there. Then what are we fighting for? We take 5 pictures. Okay, you got to put it back in the shrine. It's dumb. Like it's so dumb. Waste of
agree.
time. If I'm being honest.
This is more indicative of WWE's poor judgment in these matches because you're putting up Cody versus Seth because you can't properly put anybody with Cody. That's what the problem is in the long run. If you want to get technical here,
I mean, we had
Cody. They got Seth with Cody because I ain't gonna lie, I'll elevate them both because they both ain't got the best of each other, but they don't have nobody for Cody, bro. And then they're rushing another thing again. Here you go.
We were talking about this privately in a Twitter chat, right? And Earl, who was a valuable person on our podcast a little bit ago, he said he's not the biggest Drew McIntyre fan, and he really thinks that he's a mid-card level guy. But I told him I feel like they've been trying to set him up nonstop because all they do is put him up against top-notch talent. So RJ, I'll kind of pass it off to you here because you kind of get creative. Like, outside of Drew, right? Like, who else do you really kind of beef with Cody? I mean, I guess we do kind of got a point here. This is kind of like the pinnacle of where we're at. Because you moved on from Cena already.
I got one.
There's only one. He's beating Roman. He's already done the Seth thing. It's time to set up CM Punk for WrestleMania, and it starts right here. It's the only guy left. There's nobody left. Unless they want to do Roman.
What? That's not who I was thinking. I'm gonna be real.
Hold on.
I'm thinking like maybe CM Punk interferes.
Go ahead, RJ. Though you was about to go off. I was about to finish. Go ahead. Oh.
It's either Punk or Randy, right? But do you want to do Randy this early?
And do you really want to do Randy again just because of their past, supposedly? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
One punt kick and it's a heel versus babyface this time.
I know.
Proper match. I don't know.
That's true. Randy's not a
terrible
pick,
we're missing someone though that's like right there.
He's gonna say some
drum roll.
Or some
The Miz.
Yeah, dude. Everybody wants to talk about the Miz.
Shut up. Please stop. Shut up.
Why would you put the Miz here?
That's crazy.
Huh?
Why would you put the Miz here?
Why? Because of the top talent. Why not?
Okay, but Miz doesn't even believe he belongs here. This is why he's trying to have one more match with John Cena.
Jacob or even Solo. You was better off going there. I thought you were going there, and you're gonna go Miz. No, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
And I like the Miz, but you gotta relax, bro.
And I love Jacob. I don't think he's even ready to go with someone like Cody. You know what I mean? So like, it really is kind of slim pickings right now. It's obviously CM Punk, I think, but it's gonna be rough to get there because CM Punk kind of is tied up with Seth a little bit too here and there. So it's kind of weird. It is weird. It's gonna be very interesting moving forward. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we all agree that Raw has all the stars and like SmackDown, they kind of hurting from that?
Yes and no. No, yes and no.
You know what we could do?
We
could do what they did back in the day. Let him follow in his daddy's footsteps and put Dom over there, bro. Put Dom on SmackDown like they did Eddie, bro.
No, that would actually
Eddie, Kurt ain't going all of them save SmackDown, bro.
That would actually
put Dom over there and let him flourish.
That would actually be decent. That's a curveball here.
I mean, they need a new SmackDown 6
that.
in reality. You get Dom, Obafemi, Ethan Page, Ricky Saints. Shit, that men's division.
Damn, you're cleaning out NXT. That's crazy.
I know RJ don't want to
Javon Evans.
I know RJ don't want to hear this, but then when you bring Dom, you take Liv over there too. Put those two over there.
Hey, if it gets the boys from the Judgment Day, I'm cool with that. I'm just tired of the Judgment Day.
I'll make that work.
Let the Judgment Day break up and put them on SmackDown. I think Dom would flourish on SmackDown, bro.
I think so.
Yeah, Liv would help.
Maybe
fix that
him beef with the White Six too.
That's true. She would definitely help. No White Six. We gotta stop with them. They get on my nerves. They're getting on my nerves. Actually, I haven't been a fan of what they've been doing with the Wyatt Six, but I have been a fan of what they've been doing with Asuka, kind of. I know I said like last week or before that her yelling's been getting on my nerves, but now I'm liking the mist. I'm liking the whole entire Tajiri look. I know they've been doing it before Tajiri, but Tajiri is the first.
I mean, but she did do that before.
Tajiri is the first person that popped into my head, so I just want to give a shout out. That's my way of shouting him out. But you know, she's doing the mist and everything. But it's looking like we might have a possible match on our hands, and I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, even though I've been feeling the Asuka turn. So you might be seeing Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus, I guess, the Kabuki Warrior still, right? You know, Asuka and Kairi Sane. I'm not a big fan of seeing Io and Rhea together. How do y'all feel?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the IWC's been hyping up this tag team for over a few months now. I don't know what the hype is. Like, Rhea's cool by herself. I like Io by herself. Them together.
It's because it's Rhea. They go crazy.
Right, crazy for
Rhea.
Rhea. But I don't think that you can just throw Rhea with anybody and there's chemistry there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
just because she's a star doesn't mean you just throw her with whatever and we're like, yeah, cool, yeah,
it just works. Yeah. I'm not sure if this really works. I would actually like to see Io versus the Kabuki Warriors, maybe 1 against 2. We haven't seen like a tornado, off mat. Like that'd be really cool. Like we haven't seen that type of. We haven't though. Think about that. You're laughing, right? But we really haven't seen that. We say Io Sky is that good. Why not let her go 1 against 2, or let her go 1 against 1 against Asuka, and then Kairi, Zane's on the back, outside. She can interfere maybe or something. But like, why not? She's that good, and you can put her over. You know what I'm saying? So like. I'm telling you, like, we haven't seen that type of creativity from WWE, and that's what we're missing. We're getting this typical stuff, 2-on-2, 2-on-2, and then we're throwing Rhea in the fire. Io Sky is good enough. Let this be an in-house thing where it's like, I can do this myself. I think that'll be very more entertaining because then you push Io as even like a stronger personality. Now I'm taking on 1 against 2. These are my ex-friends. They turned on me. Now we can get it popping. I think that's way more entertaining than throwing Rhea into this to try to get a superstar in there. Like Io and the Kabuki Warriors have just as much superstardom. And I've never been a big Asuka fan, and here I am saying that. So,
and I like to add, no disrespect, but I don't think Kairi Sane matches the level of the other 3 people that's in this match.
I agree with you.
No disrespect, but I don't think she matches that, which I also think is going to be an issue because
unfortunately, I think because she's always gone.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
yeah.
But this babyface turn, once this all ends, if she turns on Asuka, though, I think that'll get her up there.
She might.
When she gets tired of getting bullied around, and she comes back,
fight back?
Yeah, that pirate princess shit might go hard again.
That's true.
That is
true. No, you make a solid point. I guess that's where we're gonna wind up ending, but that'll be, that could be a WrestleMania match if you can build Kairi Sane up that pretty good.
A triple threat.
I was thinking her versus Asuka, but you could do a triple threat. Yeah.
Nah, I think that triple threat would go hard with that.
Yeah, it would go hard. Yeah, I would love that. Again, all friends, all like, now
we're all
they're comfortable
rivals
together. Yeah, but they're comfortable together. I would love to see that. Well, speaking of comfortability, I'm hoping that Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer get very comfortable. I know that Tiffany Stratton has been a champion for maybe about 200 days now. I'm losing count, but maybe 200 or less. Yeah, pretty long. Stephanie Vaquer is getting acquainted. Who do you guys got winning this one, or who do you want to see win? Forget who you got, but who would you prefer? I want to see Steffi win.
Steffi gotta win.
I mean, it's Steffi time because I'm tired of this shit, bro. I am so over it. I was so happy when she won. Now I'm just over. It's time to. She's to lose here and then lose on SmackDown with that title. I'm so done with this.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
So gotta win, bro.
Speaking of like her losing her title, Tiffany Stratton, that is. I might be the minority here. I'm okay with this. I would actually like to see that strap back on Nia Jax. I would actually like to see the strap back on Nia.
Anybody but Tiffany right now, honestly.
Her, Jay.
Jay's just not ready, man. I don't know.
I can respect that.
Bubba just had a conversation about her just to touch on social media. Bubba just said something about Jade. And said something, not Bubba, excuse me, I'm wrong. It was Booker T. Booker T says something about Jade recently. And Booker says something, I'm paraphrasing, but along the lines of, she just got out of AEW. Mind you, it's been 2 years. But she just got out of AEW recently. So she might still kind of be, she still has things to learn, is basically the best way he put it. But in my head, she's been out of AEW for 2 years. We slapped her right onto the big brand, no NXT. I just don't know if she's ready.
What he said, somebody said that on the podcast.
right.
Who was that? Oh, it was me. She should have been in fucking NXT. That's what I said.
So, yeah, you make a great point. It's all showing. So, Nia really is the answer. And I think that when she doesn't have the championship, she doesn't stick out as much for some reason. It's just the way it's written.
Or
you bring over Dom and Liv, like I said.
Oh, my God. Or what?
Or I mean, where is Bianca Belair out? Is she?
She's still technically hurt. She she can't. From what I last read, she can't like close her finger all the way because she broke her finger.
Damn.
Man,
That's all it is the finger.
Man, call up
man.
Lash and have Lash beat her ass, bro. Okay?
Ooh,
I don't understand why we're not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't get
I
it.
love Lash.
Bro, have her power slam Nia and then challenge Tiffy and take that title off her. That's a splash right there.
And the fact that like her and I had a beef on NXT and they didn't bring her up to the Friday Night Delight just makes no sense.
But Lash was up on the Friday Night Delight with her tag team partner. They fired her tag team partner, and they moved her back down. So,
bro, I want to whoever fired her in particular needs to have their face slapped really hard. What do you mean you fired her? But you can't. You know what? Whatever. Continue.
But you keep Nikita Lyons. I know you want to say it. Go ahead, bro. Say it.
I was going to say Nikita Lyons. I was going to say Brock Lesnar. That nigga was on payroll for like 10 years. Like, that's crazy to me.
I don't want to talk about him because you're not even going to see him until next WrestleMania somehow. I don't even fucking get it. It's so
He's
stupid.
somehow going to have a match with Gunther. It's
It's so stupid.
It's going to piss me off,
stupid, bro. Please.
That's crazy.
I was having a decent show before you mentioned.
I hope Gunther chops the shit out of him. But anyway.
But speaking of Nia, right? Did you guys see what happened on SmackDown, that quote unquote botch? Now, Michi Black, we talked about it a little bit off screen. We caught everybody up to speed here, right? Your point of view was the botch on SmackDown between Tiffy, Jade, Nia, and the ref. You saying that this is on who?
I said Tiffy was late to get to like break up the pin. Because Nia was just laying there because that was just her spot. She wasn't supposed to do anything.
But I thought, but didn't Tiffy had her pin?
No, it was Jade first. So I'm starting from the beginning. Jade had Nia pin, and then when the ref was counting 1, 2, and almost got to 3, that's when Tiffy came and kicked Jade. Tiffy was late, and Nia was going to lose regardless.
But Nia was pinned and she kicked out late.
She never kicked out.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, you're talking about the wrong spot then. She kicked out, Brody. If you look, like the ref said 1, 2, and then like she stopped and Nia looked over. Like Nia, I watched the video.
I watched it with you too, King. She didn't kick out.
I'm gonna send it to you. Yes, she did. She went like this and put her arm up because she looked at the ref and she said something to the ref. And then she picked her arm up.
You're confusing the two, bro. The ref raised her arm and then Nia looked at her and asked her, "Where's Jade?" I'm telling you, King.
All right, copy. All right.
Say, where's Jade? I thought she asked her what she was doing. I don't know. I didn't watch it live. I just saw the clips from it.
So much destruction. This reporter asks, why? Local consensus places the blame on this negligent, selfish driving instructor who...
So back, TTR fam, like I was saying. So Tiffany, he's all wrong.
Commercial.
I don't know why I listen to this guy anyway. So back to what I was saying. The debacle couldn't have been on Tiffy because Tiffy was on top of Nia. Nia was pinned. The referee counted 1, 2, and then stopped because Nia was supposed to kick out. And she didn't kick out.
Okay,
then she looked at the ref and said, duh, 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 duh. And the ref said, duh, duh, duh. And then she kicked out.
Okay, but question. Was that the angle they showed on TV, the angle you just showed?
Yes, because I saw it. It was so bad.
Then I blame the ref.
Ooh. Now, people did,
I blame the ref.
People did.
Because from that angle, you could have easily acted like, oh, your shoulders up, your shoulders up. Like, I stopped the count, her shoulders up. You know what I mean? From that angle.
Okay.
I'm saying from that angle, I'm saying from that angle, you couldn't see her other side. So instead of tipping her off by talking, you could have just been like 1, 2, and then slipped your hand or like, oh, her shoulders up, her shoulders up.
Like a last effort
Now,
gas
granted, don't
to
get me
kick
wrong.
out.
She should have get. I'm saying she can get blamed, but at the end of the day, a botch is a botch, bro.
Oh, it happens. Shit happens.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm coming off the fly, but she's in the middle of the fucking ring. I don't know what the fuck you thinking, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta do something.
I feel like though,
but I'm saying she could have did that where it was like, because if that was the angle, you could easily be like, oh, shoulders up, shoulders up, shoulders up.
Now would it be
on Twitter? There'll be motherfuckers that be like have videos like her shoulder wasn't up, but it doesn't matter. On TV,
right?
You can play it up.
Now, do you think now would have been bad if she would just counted the 3 and said, "Fuck it," like it's the end?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, because she had an earpiece. They tell her.
Well,
true. Yeah, true. But
I'm not being a dick because I'm going to be the old guy. But back in the day, they'll tell you if you missed your spot, you didn't kick out. You just didn't kick out, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You count to 3. That's it.
I remember seeing a thing. It was an interview with, I can't remember which referee, but he said back in the day, if you were going to count 3, you had to count 3 to make it look as convincing as possible. So like, kind of. But I mean, if she thought, oh, I don't want them to yell at me for counting 3 when I wasn't supposed to, at that point you gotta be like, hey, bro, she didn't kick out. You kind of just gotta be like, hey, she didn't do it. I don't know. You told me I had to make it look like a 3. I went for 3. She didn't kick out. So
you could. I mean, if you want to be real, you could blame everybody.
Yeah,
because
for
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, right, the ref could do something slick, but also, the fuck is Nia and the ref talking? Don't talk. This bitch get kicked out.
But that's the thing. Nia
what are we talking about?
Like literally, Nia was laying there and she said 1, 2, and then stopped. And then like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, literally seconds. You can see it. Nia looks at her and says something. Like she says something, and then the referee just looked at her and she kicked out.
Okay. You could blame the ref, but if you're saying, if Nia. No, I'm saying if Nia waited like 3 seconds before she said something, you know the fucking spot. So if she didn't fucking kick, if the spot didn't happen, why are you laying 3 seconds before you go? What happened?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Nia's fault. That's what I think it's Nia's fault. I don't know. But
now, do you guys blame Nia for the gash that's on Jade's face right now?
That can happen to anybody. That's a freak accident, bro.
That can happen. And it actually added to the match. I mean, her with the bloody face screaming, I
ain't gonna lie. But that gas was crazy.
That's crazy.
Joey needed stitches for that.
Yeah, nah, you can patch that up. It looks bad, but you can patch it up. UFC fighters get that when you elbow and shit. Like,
I know, but she might have a permanent scar on that eye, bro.
Maybe a little, but you know, a little bit of makeup and stuff.
Bro, you see, I got that little gash from when I was a kid, and my shit wasn't that deep.
I still got a little.
I'm about to say that shit wasn't that deep, bro.
Well, speaking of deep, I always like to transfer it with your last word. Speaking of deep, we're deep in John Cena's farewell tour, boys.
Oh, not there.
We are deep in John Cena's farewell tour.
I think we got 5 now.
Have ended at AJ Styles. Now that was. I don't want to take credit for this because they say the internet asked for it, but I feel like we the internet because as soon as we said it last week, it was somebody, I honestly forget who on the panel said AJ, but I was like, that's great. When we said AJ, literally 2 days later, they announced AJ and John Cena, which I like this. And I love this. I love this. So, in the midst of this, though, in the midst of this, I don't want to talk about the match, but in the midst of this, you talked about The Miz earlier. He had something to say about this match. And he has something to say less about the match and more about the IWC and the wrestling community as a whole. And again, paraphrasing here. Basically, he said he wants a little bit more respect. That he thinks that him and John Cena have put on banger matches and that him and John Cena had a top rivalry, or one of John Cena's better rivalries is the best way to put it. And that the and he only has 5 dates left, like you said. And the IWC is calling for someone like AJ Styles, why not me kind of thing. And I'm not saying why not me. That's a little way to put it. But he was basically sticking up for himself saying, I want to fight John Cena and I want to have a big time match with him on his, his last hurrah. Would you guys want to see The Miz or is AJ Styles the right call?
All right. Now.
He put me in a bad spot here.
No, it's not a bad spot. Look, of course, AJ Styles is the better wrestler. Let's just call that what it is. No one's stupid enough to actually question that, all right? But if we're going to talk about the rivalry, they really didn't have a long rivalry. AJ and John Cena.
No.
Compared to the Miz and John Cena.
That's
I'm
true.
not saying, like, I'm not going to have this argument. I'm not saying the Miz was better.
AJ. I'm not talking who better. I'm asking.
The Miz had a longer fucking
Is this
feud.
valid? That's it. So you're saying this is valid. Miz is valid.
And some of Miz's better promos was with John Cena. They both like to talk.
That's true. You do make a great point.
At the end of the day, like, my preference is I like promos. Of course, people that are just there for the grabs is because they want AJ Styles, which I agree with. AJ Styles is a better wrestler. But I like the storytelling. Like, I like 2 people just going back and forth. I understand why people don't like it nowadays, because let's just be honest, a lot of people can't do it no more.
That's true. No, that's true.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can go on the mic anymore. You just go in the ring, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But Miz and John Cena can go. You don't got to like the Miz, but they can go.
No, you make a solid point. No, you make a fucking excellent point.
And Miz ain't lying. They did main event WrestleMania. Now, granted, you can make the argument it was because of John Cena, but the Miz didn't have the title. I'm just saying.
That's true. I'm gonna say, as if we were able to get a full-fledged story where they go do promos against each other, then yes, I would want to see the Miz. But if not, then I'd rather see the Grabs and see with AJ. I just hate though that we weren't able to at least get one type of interaction between Cena and AJ one last time, like one promo, like just one thing.
That's true, like a little build up to this.
Yeah, just a little. Like I know
mean,
we're not going to get.
Might though. It's still early, but go ahead, RJ.
He's out of dates. He's only got like 4 left.
Thank you for answering that. I was going to answer that. I was going to ask that question. How many more matches?
Like 5. It's like 5.
Yeah,
5 dates.
Well, I think he has one match.
5 matches.
One match, 4 dates.
Right.
So it's like.
He has one more match.
2 matches.
I think he might have a match or 2. Yeah, maybe after that. Right. The
he
dates
has
are
one
not
more.
matches.
Yeah.
The dates are
you
not
got
matches.
October,
Not
yeah.
every
Okay,
single
so-
date's a match.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we just talk about who we would think who we would prefer to have his last 2 matches?
Edge.
Apparently, he selected his. That'd be crazy.
I would love to see Edge, bro.
Apparently, he selected his final opponent that's against what Creative wanted.
Hold on, though.
So we
Hold on.
won't see.
What was
So
that,
it's gonna
RJ?
be Dom.
What was that, RJ?
I said he's making a movie. He ain't doing nothing else.
Really?
He's going to make that Beekeeper 2 or something like that. Yeah, he's going to go do that. So he ain't doing nothing else.
Bro, I would love
He
to
ain't
see
even on
him,
AEW
bro.
right now.
I know. That's why I thought maybe he'll do
Here's
this
my
one
thing.
time real quick in the WWE.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
So is it going to
That'd
be
be so
Dom?
amazing,
Did he
bro.
pick Dom?
I don't
John
think
For a final
Dom-
moment?
You want me to be honest?
I see people ask for it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like it's like big ass clamor, but I see some people like,
Nah, I forgot they
Dom,
already
bro.
fought. Never
You
mind.
give Dom more of a rub, bro? Like, yo.
Bro, the last
sense.
title Cena could win is the IC title. And Dom pins him on the way out.
His last match?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Has one more opportunity.
You right
and
there
it's
with
like,
me. You're right there with me, dog.
Nah,
Get that old man out of here.
No
Do
help.
it.
No help
No
from the
help.
Judgment Day.
None.
He cheats his way to win.
Yeah.
John Cena, get the fuck out of here. Tell
That'll be leaving people in tears on his last. Oh my god!
A little
That
kid
would
crying in
be
the
good.
audience.
He would go through the
Bro.
stratosphere, bro.
And they
I'm
go to
telling you.
SmackDown and run that division over there.
Look,
Yeah.
they obviously see what Dom brings. I understand the whole people don't respect the whole AAA bullshit, whatever. They made him their champion. Obviously, WWE sees
I
the
respect
potential.
the hell out of AAA, by the way.
No,
'cause
I'm
they've had
saying
the-
some people
I
don't
know.
though. But I'm saying like
But
they're
gotta shut the
looking at
fuck
that
up.
title like it's a B title or something. But I'm saying like they gave him their world title. Obviously, WWE and other. Well, of course, that's Mexico's gonna love his ass.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Oh, they love
like,
Dom.
They
Yeah.
see obviously WWE sees the potential.
Yeah.
If you put him against John Cena's last match, and you make it seem like John Cena, because the people are gonna automatically think
Grand
he's
Slam.
not beating Cena. He ain't beating Cena. They're gonna give Cena what he wants on the way out, and fucking Dom screws him somehow in an Eddie way or something, bro.
Yeah.
He might. I ain't gonna lie. He might not even get heat. They might love his ass after that, bro. You
probably
never
would.
know.
They probably
You don't
would.
know how
Listen,
that would go.
Dom went from the beginning of this year to getting extremely booed and can't get a word
Bro,
out to being extremely loved and
I know.
cheered.
Say, and if you do this, the reason I want them to do this, right, is like, I feel once you let Dom start talking more, if you let him beat Cena, you make him a legitimate title contender.
Yes. Yes.
They don't have
Cody.
as many good heels. He could be the guy.
Yeah.
I believe he could be the guy.
I like that.
Right.
No, I like that.
Yeah, no, I like that.
He would be so annoying with I retired John Cena, even though we all knew it was his last match. But he would just be so annoying. It'd be great. Yeah, that straps a rocket to him, and it's just whenever you decide to turn it back on to get him up there.
John Cena, if you're listening, man.
He said, just
Tell
make it
that
happen.
bald fraud to shut up and give you Dom. You did it with AJ. Do it with Dom.
Oh my god. Well, I will end the conversations around this part. Some more speculation and more conversations about Crown Jewel coming up, or even just in the near future. Seems like there's been some whispers or some possibilities that we can see a team of Roman Reigns with CM Punk to go against the Vision. Would you guys want to see Roman Reigns and CM? Like, who's writing this, boys? What are we doing exactly? I can't even ask you guys if you want to see that because it just sounds stupid coming out of my mouth. We just talked about Rhea and Io being together. Why would you want to slap Roman and CM Punk together?
You know, it makes sense because, you know, they both hate Seth, so that's why we gotta do it.
It's crazy.
No,
like,
no, and Paul Heyman.
That simple. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying, if I threw it out there earlier that maybe they have Punk interfere in the Cody Seth match, that would give more of a reason for Seth to come out later because you know it's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
is not going to be clean, bro. This is going to be fucking chaos. If it's clean, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. And first off, WWE doesn't write anything clean anymore. If there's not a fucking interference or a DQ, I mean, it's not WWE at this point.
It's not right.
You're guaranteed at least one DQ. You're guaranteed some dumb shit to happen, but there's like a lack of creativity. It's insane. Michi Black, as an avid NXT watcher, you're the guy who watches a lot of this. Would you like to see Oba Femi get called up during this PLE or sometime soon?
Sometime soon, please. Woo. Because bro had the strap for a year and some change. Yeah, like bro, he doesn't need to be down there no more. He grew bigger than the title. Put him on the Friday Night Delight. Have him beat Sammy for the U.S. strap.
That's insane.
You want him over there? Nah, you gotta send him to Raw.
No,
put him right in that world title.
He cannot.
No. Yes, he can. They did the same thing with a white man in 2002. You put Oba Femi right in that world heavyweight title.
Okay, that's fine. He can have the world heavyweight title. That's fine, but not on Raw. He has to come to the Friday Night Delight. Raw got too many people.
SmackDown. No, they don't.
They got too many people on Raw. There's too many
champions rotate to SmackDown weekly. It doesn't matter.
Who's on the Friday Night Delight? Tell me.
Cody's over there. That's technically their title. And Seth's been their headliner the past 3 days.
Okay, that's only 3
weeks.
On Raw, you got Roman. You got Seth. You got Dom.
Roman's on Raw. Roman's on Raw with Jay.
That's what he's saying.
But they're not going to put him in the world titles picture. They're not going to do it.
They should. That world heavyweight title sucks.
Yeah, but they're not doing it though.
It had Jey Uso as a champion this year. Oba Femi will hold that bitch. That is not a question.
He would.
That they don't care about that title. And Oba Femi's gonna run that shit.
They don't care about that title.
But they got him on Friday Night Delight, man.
I can't.
No, you want him to be at the U.S. title?
I said U.S. But I'll put him higher than that.
That U.S. title is fucking garbage. Get that shit out of here.
I mean, yeah, but Sammy's holding it. That's why it's garbage.
No, even when Jacob was holding it, we said no.
When Jacob held it for 2 weeks and they gave it to Solo, that was such a great run Solo had.
That
U.S. title's garbage.
I can make an argument though that Oba can make it great though.
Yeah.
I think he has enough talent with the whole dominance thing. You can make it.
But you're also weighing him down.
I understand what you're saying, but sometimes it takes the right guy to make it a title more important. Like, because look, I'm going to give you an example. I know what I'm saying. I'm going to give you an example. I know you're not going to agree. For the longest, people wasn't interested in the Intercontinental title. Miz made it fucking interesting.
Oh, we were talking about 2 different guys.
No, I'm just saying. But like, you can make the title interesting.
No, you can. Again, I like what Becky's doing with the IC title on the women's side. So I mean,
it just takes the right persona.
Yeah, I just think that Oba Femi and a U.S. title just doesn't look good. I'm just being honest. I just hate the way the U.S. title looks, and I think.
Oh man, just put it on Trick, bro.
You gotta get the spin one.
I know it's gonna sound real petty, but I honestly feel like just the look of it fucks up your character. That's why I hate it. I like that. I like that Jacob came with it around his neck, but like it didn't fit his character having the red, white, and blue thing and the USA. Really. You know what I mean, it just
like
a little too
in all reality, that belt would look like shit on Cody, and his whole thing is the red, white, and blue. So like, it doesn't look good on anybody. They can remove that belt.
Thank you. I'm not a fan of the belt itself. So like, this really not winning me over.
They got to revamp that, John. They got to put the spinner on it again.
But like, okay, but if we're gonna do a spinner, that's a Carmelo Hayes thing. That has nothing to do with Oba Femi. So put that on Carmelo and they get Oba over that.
I like Carmelo with the U.S. title. I like Carmelo with the U.S. title.
With the spinner on it, works. But Oba would look good with the spinner U.S. title.
What's Oba's title going to look like? Like a lion's skin?
Honestly, I was thinking that. You know what I was going to say, but I know BC Black would hate it. It'd be like Brian Danielson's joint. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, where it look a little, for real. It looks wooden. It looks like old school, like raw. Nigga, like out there in the wilderness.
No one wants a veggie title, bro. No one wants a veggie title.
It's like
I
it
do.
makes it wild. They make it look crazy, bro. Like, anyway.
Nah, make it.
TTR Tribe, you gotta tell me, do y'all really like the veggie title or not? Like, I really gotta know the veggie.
I like the look of it. I did.
I like the look.
Yeah.
Oh man,
bro, it's about it's about being unique. That was unique, bro.
Facts. And that ugly ass belt design.
That needs to be trash.
Right.
And it fit his personality. Like everyone thinks like he had the fucking beard. He was ugly, bro. It fit him.
Damn. He was ugly, bro.
Yo, bro, he looked like a Billy Goat. That's what he always made a fun with that big ass beard, bro.
Nah, that's funny.
I like the belt, and I think that you're a hater because a lot of people online actually talk about that belt, and they say
we already know Meech is a hater, bro.
Oh my god,
he's a hater of good stuff. That's what
you know.
You're like nothing good.
Well, TTR family, y'all gotta tell us what y'all like. Do y'all like Obafemi coming up? Would y'all want to see him on Raw? Would you want to see him on SmackDown? Do you want to see him go for what title? Talk to me. Tell me, do you even like the U.S. title? We was talking about the U.S. title. Tell me, do you like Cody or Seth winning? Do you like Tiffy? Do you like Vicaire? Just tell us. Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, TTR Tribe. Until next time.